So we put the joiner in between, and you put your Jubilee clips here. Then what we supply also is these P clips. Now there's 3 of them, and I'm going to show you how to put them on. Before you put this P clip on, you see, so this frame reinforcement, or this is part of the chassis actually, there's this slip. You can see what I did. I bent that kind of in. What that creates, it creates a bit more space, so there's no risk of this kind of sharp edge cutting through the silicone. And also because it's rounded, even if it's touching it, it's only going to touch it, it's not going to cut through. So do that is quite important, because remember, from here onwards nothing moves, but between this and the engine there is a movement. Engine moves, vibrates, you know. It moves kind of 100% here, it moves only at probably 5% over here, so very little, but there's still movement. And if the movement is little but persistent, you're gonna have a hole inside there. So take care of this stuff when you put it on. Anyways, this P clip here is fitted. You can see where. You can't mistake it. There's a hole there, and it has its own thread already. So we're reusing that. Also, the second P clip, we're reusing exactly the same hole, which is again threaded already. The same hole that used to hold the original plastic kind of induction, which is fake on MR2s, as we know. And so again, self-explanatory. You remove the old one, which is a plastic one, and you put your bolts through that one. Yeah, we supply those bolts as well. Now the third P clip is somewhere here. I like to use this hole. There's 3 of them. There's 1, 2, and 3. The second one is kind of like an olive, so you can move it left and right. Now I put, because again this is my development chassis, I do my prototype and everything here. I have these rivet nuts on in both holes, here and here. You don't have to use them if you don't have them or whatever. Just put a normal nut on it. You can put your fingers inside there, you know. It is possible to keep the nut behind there and screw the bolt through, no problems. As a matter of fact, when we supply these bolts, there's 2 of these, because again, you use the existing thread on an MR2 chassis, and 1 of these, in case you don't have the rivet nut, you don't want to put it on, you just put this nut behind it, and it's fine, including these 3. So that's very simple. Now, along the way from here to here, I don't use any pickups, because there's nothing here to make this smooth, and even if it vibrates or moves for any reason, everything here is nice and smooth. There's nothing that could damage this pipe. So in my opinion, it's completely fine. Again, if you say, yeah, but I want to secure, I want to put some zip tie, yeah, do it, just don't do it too tight. When it comes to put it on the MAF sensor, this is a 225 MAF sensor, so it's slightly bigger than 180 engines, but you can use whatever, but just make sure this is 3-inch. This just slides on top of it, because the beauty of this silicone pipe is it's actually 3-inch internal diameter, not external diameter like the stainless one. So arguably this is slightly bigger inside. I don't think it makes huge difference, but it may compensate for the wrinkles that you create inside when you make these bends. Now, do not be scared, they will not collapse. These are reinforced with the stainless wire inside. They do not collapse even if you do tight bends. Now, when it comes to the length of this pipe, this at least is correct or slightly too long. Now, let me explain. If you see, for example, I will remove this bend, I will make a little bit nicer here. Not from here, because you got the locking mechanism, the hinge mechanism for the flap for the fuel filler. So you need still some distance here, about to there, roughly. But this could be smoother here, okay? So what I do, I chop it off. I maybe chop 1 inch, maybe 2 inches. Do it inch first. You want to cut a little, done too much. You know, do it twice, even if you have to, because if you get it too short, you know, in the poo-poo, in the new one. Anyways, this could be slightly shorter, so this could go a little bit kind of smoother corner. Now we say, okay, why can't you chop it to exact size? Because there isn't an exact size. For example, let me explain. If I made this elbow slightly lower or higher, a bit more, kind of like a bigger radius, or even here, I can leave a little bit more material here, so this part will be under there, you know, this will be slightly wider. In this case here, for example, I could make this slightly smoother, maybe push it in like this, for example, you see? It pushes the pipe a little bit more forward. So I'm gonna end up having even more pipe on this side. However, if I want to make this bend a little bit wider, I'm gonna have less of the material left here. Again, you know, everyone does it the way you want to do it. The beauty of the flexible one is very modular. You do whatever you want to do, and you know, sending you this a little bit longer gives you the opportunity and do whatever you want. It's very, very simple. I think I probably said simple 10 times in 5 minutes. Anyways, now let me explain how the MR2 sensor is being held in place. Let me remove this for now, don't matter. There is a pipe, there is a holder there, you see, the holes there, one here, one there, obviously another one there. I've tried 3 different positions, actually 4 different positions, and this is the correct one. Now, when we're gonna send this to the customers, I'm gonna take a picture, I'm gonna draw something here, and send you the picture. So there is, I mean, you can't fuck it up. I'm gonna make it so simple that you make some measurements and you know you're gonna drill the hole exactly where I have this. Now the position of the hole is quite important because that gives you position of the MR2 sensor. Now, as much as there is a plenty of space here, if you move this, you know, 2 inches forward because of the chassis, your quarter will not fit anymore. So it is quite important, this position. Now, when we do the stainless ones, you probably don't need this holder at all because again, the stainless ones, they are actually structural and they can support the whole MR2 sensor and the air filter. That being said, we supply them anyway. You know, if you have multiple points of support in all of these, it's slightly better. So why not? On the silicone ones, obviously, this is necessity because this will support absolutely nothing. I'm gonna show you how we put them on because this is, you know, is extremely simple. So you drill the hole again. Like I said, we're gonna send you the pictures to where exactly you drill the hole. The size of the hole is a 10 millimeter. Be precise. And I'm not gonna disassemble this now because it's gonna take me too long with the phone in my hand. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna use this hole here. So what you get is bolt and 1 nut, and we hold this in place. Very simple. Let me see if I can do it one-handed. So you put the bolt through the hole that you drill, 10 mil. You put a nut on it. So I'm doing this all one-handed. Leave it loose, like proper loose, you see? Space there. This has to move freely. Then you get your clamp. And again, let me see if I can do it one-handed. Of course I can. Somehow. Every day a challenge. Ah, this isn't a challenge. There you go. You tie this up. So what you do, you tight the bolt, which is 7 mil Allen key, to this. This is 13 mil, right? Once you've done that, you have the bolt secured to this. Don't push it too much. You don't want to fuck this out of this, you know. So just tight, but you know, by hand, not too strong. And then once you hold obviously with your Allen key that bolt over there, and then with the 17 mil, you secure that nut against the body. And there you go. This cannot move. Obviously moves here because I didn't tie it up properly. There you go. You know, and it's nice and solid. Can't move it. And obviously you put your MR2 sensor housing here and secure it with these 2 bolts. This is how it works. I don't think I could make it simpler than this. We could make some brackery, you know, some CNC machine base to make it look awesome. This is behind the panel. I want this to be simple. I want this to be cheap because again, the whole reason of this is to don't spend money if it's not necessary. Obviously don't cut on performance, but if something is just there to be nice, and it's so expensive, it doesn't make any sense to me. I prefer to be simple. These brackets are cheap. These bolts are probably, I don't know how much you pay them, but pennies. It is just that we can offer you, oh Jesus, right now. For fuck's sake. And we can offer you at obviously very low price. So this is how you fit it. I think when I finish the video here, this old boy is gonna be there for hours, I guess. Anyways, that's it. Today these two wiring looms and all this going out before Christmas. So, see you soon. Fucking hell.